Today in this enlightening exploration, we will delve into the profound wisdom of the Vedas that offer profound insights into the nature of our existence. We will uncover the intricate layers of our being, from the physical body to the vital energy, from the mind to the soul, from the gross to the subtlest structure, and shed light on the interconnectedness of our existence. Get ready to expand your understanding and join this transformative voyage into the depths of Vedic metaphysics. Here is the structure of the human body, from the gross to the most subtle, as described in the Vedas. 1. Sthula Sharira, or physical body. The physical body is the outermost aspect and the most visible part of the human structure. It is composed of the 5 physical elements, namely, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Ether is defined as that which is devoid of the qualities of earth, water, fire, or air. It is the very essence of emptiness and the most subtlest of the 5 elements. 2. Prana, or the vital energy. Prana refers to the life force energy that permeates the physical body and sustains all physiological functions. It is responsible for vital activities such as breathing, circulation, and digestion. Prana flows through energy channels or Nades and is associated with the breath. 3. Chakras, or subtle energy centers. Vedic teachings describe the presence of subtle energy centers called chakras along the central axis of the body. These are believed to be spinning wheels or vortexes of energy located along the central axis of the body, aligned with the spine. They are believed to correspond to major nerve plexuses and endocrine glands in the physical body. Each chakra is associated with specific qualities, emotions, psychological aspects, and spiritual themes, influencing various aspects of life. There are typically 7 primary chakras, from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. 4. Nades, or subtle energy channels. Nades are energy channels through which prana flows within the subtle body. They are said to intersect and connect the chakras, facilitating the circulation of energy. The 3 main nades are the Ida, associated with the left side of the body, Pingala, associated with the right side, and Sushumna, central channel. The chakras and nades are part of the same system. Chakras are the epicenter and origin of the flow of energy. Nades are the infinite network of structures of energy flow that is felt throughout the body. 5. Manas, or mind. In Vedic metaphysics, the mind is viewed as a subtle instrument that connects the individual consciousness with the external world. It serves as a bridge between the inner and outer realms, allowing us to interact, perceive, and experience the world around us. The mind acts as a filter through which sensory inputs are processed, leading to the generation of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. Thoughts arise from the interaction between the external stimuli received through the senses and the internal impressions stored in the subconscious mind. The mind processes these inputs and constructs thoughts, which can be positive or negative, creative or destructive. Vedic metaphysics suggests that the mind acts as a perceptual filter that shapes our understanding and interpretation of the external world. The mind selectively attends to certain stimuli while filtering out others based on our conditioning, beliefs, and past experiences. This filtering process influences our perceptions, biases, and judgments, shaping our subjective experience of reality. If left untrained and undisciplined, it can become a source of bondage. The uncontrolled mind tends to wander, get caught up in desires, attachments, and distractions, leading to suffering and dissatisfaction. It can create a sense of false identity based on ego, reinforcing the illusion of separation and perpetuating the cycle of karma and rebirth. But used constructively, it can become a vehicle for exploring the realms of intuition, insight, and spiritual realization. 6. Buddha, or intellect. Buddha refers to the intellect or higher mind, associated with discernment, judgment, discrimination, and decision-making. While the mind is more sensory-oriented and operates on a more instinctive and reactive level, Buddha on the other hand enables reasoning, analysis, and making wise choices. It is responsible for discerning between right and wrong, truth and falsehood. Buddha and Manas are interconnected and work together in the functioning of the mind. While Manas acts as a bridge between senses and Buddha providing information for analysis and decision-making. Buddha receives inputs from Manas and uses its discernment and judgment to make decisions based on the information received. Buddha is considered the higher aspect of the mind, and its role is to govern and guide the Manas, or the mind. 7. Ahamkara, or ego. Ahamkara refers to the sense of individual identity or ego. It is the aspect of the mind that creates a sense of separateness and attachment to one's self-image. The ego distinguishes between I and other, contributing to the formation of personal desires, attachments, and a sense of individuality. 8. Tanmatras, or subtle elements. Vedic philosophy describes 5 subtle elements: sound, shabda, touch, sparsha, form, rupa, taste, rasa, and smell, gandha. These are associated with the corresponding sensory experiences and form the foundation of the gross physical elements. These are the 5 objects of perception combined with the 5 subtle elements, like 5 senses corresponding to the 5 elements: ether, air, fire, water and earth. 9. Karana Sharira, or the causal body. The causal body is the subtlest aspect of the human structure, often referred to as the seed or causal state. It is the essence of an individual's existence. It is the deepest and subtlest layer of the human structure, beyond the physical and subtle bodies. It represents the repository of all past impressions, karmas, and latent tendencies accumulated over multiple lifetimes. The causal body influences an individual's present experiences and future actions. The causal body is responsible for individuality and uniqueness, and carries an individual's unique karmic imprint, which differentiates one person from another. It is through the causal body that the soul retains its individual identity, and carries forward its karmic baggage from one lifetime to another. While the causal body may not directly manifest in daily experiences, it exerts a subtle influence on our thoughts, desires, and actions. The ultimate goal in spiritual traditions is to transcend the limitations of this causal body and attain liberation. 10. Anandamiyakosha, or bliss sheath. Anandamiyakosha is the subtlest layer of the human existence according to Vedanic philosophy. It is the innermost sheath that encompasses all other layers, including the physical, energetic, mental, and intellectual aspects of a person. It represents the state of supreme bliss and is closely associated with the experience of deep fulfillment and happiness. 11. Jivatma, or individual soul. The individual soul, or Jivatma, is believed to be a distinct fragment of the universal consciousness or divine essence. It is considered a spark of the divine that is eternal and unchanging, while also possessing unique individuality. The Jivatma is interconnected with the cosmic consciousness but maintains its own sense of identity. It has the potential to awaken to its true nature and realize its oneness with the universal consciousness through spiritual practices, self-inquiry, and inner exploration. This Jivatma can gradually transcend its limited identification with the body and mind, and experience its true essence as pure consciousness. The Jivatma possesses individuality and free will, while interconnected with the universal consciousness. It retains its unique identity, preferences, and capacity for making choices. The individual soul has the freedom to exercise its free will within the bounds of karmic influences and the laws of the universe. 12. Paramatma, or universal soul. Paramatma refers to the universal soul or the supreme consciousness that pervades all existence. It is the divine essence that transcends individuality and is interconnected with all living beings and the entire cosmos. Both Jivatma and Paramatma are manifestations of the same divine essence, like drops of water in the vast ocean of consciousness, interconnected and inseparable in their fundamental nature. Paramatma, being the universal soul, is immanent, meaning it dwells within and pervades every Jivatma or individual soul. The interconnection among Anandamiyakosha, Jivatma, and Paramatma can be understood as follows. At the gross level, the Jivatma experiences the world through various sheaths, including the bliss sheath, Anandamiyakosha. As the Jivatma evolves spiritually and seeks self-realization, it gradually transcends the limitations of individuality and merges with the universal consciousness, Paramatma. These points outline the structure of the human body from the gross physical body to the most subtle aspects according to Vedic teachings. They elucidate the interconnectedness of various levels of existence, from the physical to the spiritual, and highlight the journey towards self-realization and the realization of the ultimate truth.